Good morning. We are headed down to Rockport and we're going to stay at Goose Island State Park. It's our first time staying there. And we have everybody with us, even little Miss Rosie. We got everybody. The guys are finishing up in the house and then they're heading out. So we're ready to head down. We're going to have some family with us, meeting us, and so we're excited. It is a Wednesday, so we've got our fingers crossed. They have full hookup sites, first come, first serve. So hopefully we're gonna get some. Otherwise, we do have sites already reserved, but just in case, it'll be really nice if you're staying there for 5 days to have full hookups. We did bring the turd tote for your camper. You know what that is. So anyways, we'll show you our drive down if there's anything interesting to see. It's about a 3-hour drive, and we'll show you what the park looks like when we get there. Woohoo! We made it! We only had minor adventures of gas and missed turns, but we made it. These oak trees are gorgeous. Just a little bit closer down. Now we gotta find out where we check in at. See what all these signs say up here.
Headquarters.
Yep, everything to the right. For us, anyways.
Oh, is this the place with the tree? Big ass tree?
I think it's a different big tree because I thought that one was over near Fulton. But I don't remember. We'll definitely have to go check it out.
Got your bug spray?
Yes, I have my bug spray.
Oh, dear.
Oh my goodness, look at all the deer just chilling. The little baby antlers. Ooh, watch the road. The asphalt got really skinny right there.
Well, that mirror is useless.
Turn around, okay. Oops, we didn't mean to go that way. The turnaround area.
Welcome, bienvenidos.
Alligators do not feed or approach. Although we didn't see any in Choke Canyon, and they said there was alligators there too. I mean, they'd be kind of cool from a distance.
I remember the ones we saw in Rockport before.
Off to the right. We biked over to the RV spots on the bay side, and this is the sunrise. Next year, definitely want to try for these sites over here. I'll zoom in. Right on the water. But just beautiful. Here is the day use area. A whole bunch of little picnic tables with covered areas with a beautiful view of the bay. And then right behind it is a recreation hall, probably for rent, and I haven't looked up the amounts for that yet. So we are right in off the loop 101 to 119. The very first one, and what I did not pay attention to was that it was a straight back in instead of an angle at all, which made it very interesting. I like having our living room with a view instead of a view of, well, our next door neighbor's camper, but we paid a little bit of price getting in. There's our family next to us. They had a curved one. But yeah, we had to pull up into the grass here, and you can see there's trees everywhere. I mean, it's a beautiful park, but there's a lot of trees, and our site is, or our pad is really short. So the tires are at the end of the pad, and then our back end is just hanging over the grass. And then of course had to put up my bird feeder. So, but we're all set up. This is loop, I believe it's 101 to 113. Some of them are really short and they've got some tree branches around. Just be careful. And you definitely want one that's angled. We got 112 and it is straight, which seems like it would be easy to back into. It's not. If there was the people across from us were in there, it'd be difficult to get in. And then we do have a bathhouse on this loop. Some of them don't. And then there's a trail to get over to the bath loop. But some of these are really neat spaces. Here, I want to show you this one, 105. It's nice and deep and you're almost in a little grass cave. So pretty neat. 101 and 102, I know for sure are full hookups, and but they're like a first come first serve. So I still have not got clear on how. I mean, I guess you can't reserve it ahead of time, but there's been nobody here this whole time, but we couldn't get it. Here is a group tent camping, and they've got a water spigot. I don't know if they have any power. And then there is some extra parking here. Here we are, sites 101 to 119. We're in 112. And then we've got some friends in 111 and some more, well, family in 109. These sites have a lot of really big, beautiful oaks with low-lying branches. So just be careful. And some of them are pretty short pads, so, and there's no way to really tell that. We did put in that ours was a 30-foot rig, and well, our back end is hanging over the grass because it was just too darn short. But overall, they're pretty nice sites. Some are a lot better. This area is pretty open. There's some where you're kind of tucked back in your own little space. I'll show you at the end. And this is the bathhouse on this loop, and I believe the next loop over does not have a bathhouse, and there's a trail to this bathhouse. And would show you the sites like this. You're kind of just tucked back in by yourself, so you're in your own little sanctuary. Ooh, the sun is bright. And yeah, go ahead and turn left here. This is a big group camping area, not to be confused with the youth camping area. And I believe they have water, but I don't think there's any electric here. And there is some parking right across from it. So this is 207 to 218. And there's lots of parking here. Here is the next loop, 219 to 224. And it's got a nice warning that the roads are very narrow, and be careful if you've got a big rig. We saw some fifth wheels coming in and they were going really slow. Not down here, but just on the main road. Oh, that's right, this one's just a little loop. So you could have, some of these have the ability to have camper, but this is obviously tent. Most of these are tents. And there's deer and wildlife everywhere. We saw some armadillos. There's that nature trail I was telling you about. Let me turn and I'll show you. Stop, honey. That nature trail, come on, go into, there we go. That's gonna take you to the bathroom in the loop just over. Is this the Turk's Cap? Oh no, it's just a campsite. There is, coming up, there's the Turk's Cap Trail. It was pretty easy, nice trail, but it was overgrown. They did not take care of it very well at all. And it's Mosquito Alley, just so you're aware. The whole park has tons of mosquitoes. Put on your bug spray. I am covered. See this one? It's pretty short. So some of them are really long and some of them not so much. But as you can see, it's a beautiful, lush park, which the last, what, 3 we've been to have been like this. Just, so it's been really nice. I love all these trees. See that? You can see that big spot where a camper must have got that tree. Every once in a while you see the marks and it's like, oh yeah. Here's that Turk's Cap Trail. Like I said, it's pretty nice and even. If you start from the trailhead, it does go angled down, so it's easier to ride. If you start on the other end, you're gonna be pedaling uphill. So I guess it just depends what kind of workout you want. Oh, I think that was a loop. You know, it didn't have the numbers on it though. Or did we miss it?
Unmarked loop.
I know. Well, we'll turn around real quick if this is just one site. But I think this is, yeah, this is a loop. So this is 146. Yeah, still a nice one. Oh, here, go in that youth group area and then we'll come out and we'll go back down this one.
For the youths.
Yeah. Now, part of this loop is pretty interesting. They have it, the site split up like a Y. Your car goes on one side and your camper goes on the other. They've got a really nice, little bit bigger bathhouse on this loop. But you can see here, so how it's split. You've got the truck on one side and the camper on the other. And I'm not sure exactly where all the full hookup campsites are. I think over on the bay side, there's a few. And then 101 and 102, those are the best ones. All the full hookups are a first come, first serve. But when we came in with our group, we asked for 2 and they had just 2, but on opposite ends of the park. But 101 and 102 have never been filled this whole time we've been here. So go figure. Here you can see that split site.
Couldn't see it.
Nope.
Right.
We're spoiled. I think go to the right. I think we've got one more loop in the back. I think this is just around the outside of the wooded area, and these sites looked really nice and deep.
And secluded.
Yes, very secluded. And that one's not as deep. Yeah, some of them look really, really good if you've got a bigger rig. It does ask the size, but I don't know. I think maybe they overestimate what you can get in there. But it just seems like a green corridor back here. Actually, we back to the, no, that says nature trail. That's a different trail. I didn't look at the map to see all the trails. There was a couple, so maybe that's one that we have missed. We didn't get too adventurous because we were getting eaten alive. At least I was, by mosquitoes.
Just too sweet.
And there's fire ants. There are goat heads, so when you're walking your dogs, just be aware they're probably going to get a goat head in their little pad. You're going to have to pull it out. It's 141. And 142. And there's not a beach over here for swimming. There was only a fishing area, So we actually drove over to Rockport. It was about 10 or 15 minutes to get over to the beach, and we paid $10 for a day pass. It's good all day, in and out. And then there were jellies, and we did have a jelly casualty of one of our group this trip. That was it was pretty rough. This is at the end of our loop, 103, and that was not full hookup. This is the prize, 101 and 102 with full hookups and 50 amp. Because we were only allowed to, or we could only run one of our AC units on the 30 amp that we had. There's 2 dump stations, one here over on the wooded side, and then there's like 3 or 4 tent sites here. But here is the dump as you just come in, and there is one on both sides, so you can have 2 dumping at the same time if you need to. And this path's taking us right back up to the front, and we're gonna go show you the Bayfront sites. There's not a playground that I found for kids, swings or really anything, but there's lots of wildlife and things for them to explore and go fishing.
Right?
Yeah, go to the right. There is the main entrance, and we're gonna go ahead and turn right and go check out the fishing pier, the boat ramp, and the bay sites. This is dump station number 2, and again, it's 2-sided for the Bayfront sites, so they don't have to come in. There is a bird viewing area. Make sure and put on your mosquito repellent, because I bet it's bad. There's RV overflow parking. If you come in too early, you probably park there. They don't close the gate, so you can come in if you get here before hours and wait. Ooh, it's bumpy. It's recreation center, didn't get in there. And then there is neighborhood right here, but there's a fence in between, so you don't get neighborhood traffic coming through the campground. And lots of parking for boats. All the fishermen. Fisher persons, sure. It did say do not feed the alligators. I didn't see one. You know, good, bad with that. There is the boat ramp. And I think this is the tent side.
Sure, right?
Yeah, you can go right. This is sites 24 to 44. I'm sorry, 25 to 44. And I wonder if it's under construction. There's nobody over on this side at all. They do have water.
They got hookups. I think these are for trailers.
I don't see power.
Look inside.
It's inside the, oh, okay. There is, that's weird. Okay. They've got the hookups inside the shelters. One of these sides was for tents and one was for campers though.
These ones are outside.
I don't know.
You know,
Oh, and there's some full hookups. I wonder if they're putting in full hookups, because they can get a little bit more, and it's so nice to be able to dump all your tanks. But here's this loop, and there's another trail out here. We didn't make it out on any of the piers. There's one person out here. They don't look like they're set up in a tent. Ooh, that looks like Mosquito Alley. And there's stairs right to it. Nature viewing area.
I want to get out.
And we've got, is that a 20? 20 and 50?
And a 30.
And a 30. Okay.
30, 50.
Oh, yes, okay. So yeah, that is for a camper. Couldn't imagine a tent running 50 amps. Yeah, I don't think you'd want to swim there. Looks like a lot of rocks. This is over on the other side that is open. And I was trying to look real close and see which ones have full hookups. I know number 12 does because that's the one that they offered for us. And it was really tight over here. Let's see if number 12. Yep, somebody did get in there on number 12. Got their full hookups. I was kind of worried about trying to get our camper back there, but full bathhouse. Yep, they got full hookups there. I think it's the 1 or 2 on either side of the bathrooms, which makes sense because then you've already got the plumbing there. But that would be a lovely view of the bay.
It'd get boring after a month or 2.
Yeah, after a month or 2. And then there is that huge boardwalk in front of us. We wanted to ride out with our bikes. It says there's no bikes. Walking only. Here, stop for a second. I just wanted to zoom in without moving. So you can see it goes out quite far. Here's from the other direction, and there are a whole bunch of sites that are still facing the bay, but on the inside of the loop instead of the outside. And I'm trying to look. I don't see any full hookups on this side. Yeah, I didn't see any on that side. This is the day use area with shelters and tents, and it's also the RV overflow. We're trying to wrangle everybody up so that we can head to the beach, and we only have 3 families to get together, but it's still, you know, everybody wakes up at different times, does different stuff and a different pace. So, but we're gonna go over to Rockport Beach and play for a couple hours. Why don't you join us? Family number 2 packing up for the beach.
Are we gonna bring anything? Oh, we're gonna come back.
Yeah, we're coming back. Then we'll go to dinner. We made it to Rockport Beach.
Caught me drinking again.
Caught you drinking again. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to you. Hi.
No, Brutus.
I saw that.
You got it, Mom.
I saw that you're supposed to give her the cameras. There's just that messy stuff in it, you know.
Is this
No,
cake,
there's no messy stuff.
is this cake GMO?
Hi, I hope you enjoyed our video of the Goose Island State Park. Make sure and bring your bug spray. I'm still suffering from all the bug bites everywhere. There was lots of nature to see. I love the Fulton Mansion. I was so glad to go back and see that. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I said there was no beach over here to go swimming. You've got to go someplace else for that. But tons of fishing area. So make sure and like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos. And we're going to be back at some more state parks later this summer. So follow along with us. Bye.